Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. We're starting this one off by helping each other out. I'm wanting to turn right now up Barwell Lane. A car stops, flashes me on to cross over and we're all going our way. I do put my hand up as well, by the way, too. Thank you.
It's time for the STRETTON BASKERVILLE Roundabout again. Oh yeah.
Yep, we're back here again at this roundabout. Now you can see the traffic lights up ahead. Now they do turn to amber. Now some people might say, well, you could have stopped there as well. Now, amber only means stop if it's safe to do so, but on this occasion I wasn't able to, and I'll show you why. We're on the rear camera now, and it's because of this guy behind me. Now, I didn't feel confident about slowing down and stopping while he was there. I mean, you could also forgive him for going through, sort of, but the car behind that, the silver one, then no chance. That silver car could have stopped easily. We have just a random blue light moment here at the STRETTON Baskerville roundabout. And the first classic vehicle of this compilation, just coming up on the right hand side. Ooh. What you're looking at here is a 1979 Volkswagen Beetle. Unfortunately, the timing's a bit crap, but you know, I couldn't help that, I'm afraid. Ooh. We're in the village of Shilton in this clip. And we're going to see a vehicle that's probably a little bit off the beaten track here. Yes, I think you're a little bit too far from the South Essex College here, mate. Unless, of course, they do cover up this area for driving lessons and what have you. We're at the ANSTY interchange on the outskirts of Coventry in this clip. We're going to be looking at a queue jumper. As you can see, our lane is pretty full, but he don't want to wait in line like everybody else, so he comes down that lane there and barges his way in between me and that van behind me. That is just taking the pee, in my opinion. We've now flipped back to the front camera and we've gone back a couple of seconds as well. Now we're going to be looking at an Audi now. It's this one here that I've circled. Now look at the manoeuvre that he does here on this roundabout. Straight from lane 2 onto the A4600 in one fell swoop. Last bit last minute late. But we've not finished with this clip yet. We finished with the Audi, but now we're going to be looking at roundabouts again. And of course, as we all know, it is priority to the right at roundabouts. Now, the Maersk lorry you can forgive, he's slower and bigger than me, but the white car that was coming up in the inside of him, no excuse. Give way from the right, yeah? In this clip, we're just leaving the big ANSTY store in Coventry. And you see these markings here? They're give way markings, so that means traffic on this part of the car park, or this road here, we have priority over people who want to come out. However, Captain Clueless here never got the memo. Yeah, another one who doesn't know what give way means. In this clip, I'm looking at poor forward planning on my part. Now, as you can see, we've got a set of red traffic lights against us. Now, they do go green. Now, I do move forward slightly and then I stop. And the reason for that is because of this ambulance that you can just see there on the right hand side coming through on blue lights. Now, a couple of cars there do move out of the way. I do stop, hopefully to give them a bit of an idea that I've seen them. But the lights go red again and I'm just stuck here in no man's land. Obviously that ambulance is on its way to an emergency. The main hospital in Coventry is actually just off to the left. If you turn left here, it's about a mile or so down the road. So what do you guys think here? Could I have been better prepared there? I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on this. I just want to give a shout out though to this white car that was coming up behind me. Now I only noticed this on the rear camera, but when all this was going on, he actually held back, and I think he might have held back so I could have like reversed back, but I didn't actually notice until reviewing the footage when I got home. So this driver does actually see this, not that he probably will, but you know, cheers anyway, buddy. Anyway, we're now out of Dodge, or Coventry as it's also called, and we're in ANSTY now. Now I've got a question here. Are dark number plates actually legal or illegal? I'm not 100% sure on this. We've got a car now just coming over this bridge in front of us, and I want you guys to have a look and tell me what you think. And from the rear camera, you'll also see that the vehicle's rear plate is also the same. We're just coming into Wolvey in this clip, and I have another one here for you classic vehicle enthusiasts. What you're looking at here is a 2001 Ford KA. But anyway, we're moving on now, and just up here we've got a set of double mini roundabouts, and we're going to be watching this car just here, this Land Rover. Now, this is another example of lazy driving on these type of roundabouts. Really, he could have come round this way and he'd been on the correct side of the road going down there towards Bulkington, but instead he goes down on the wrong side of the road too. A bit of lazy driving. I love this with these two mini roundabouts. We're on the A5 here at SMOCKINGTON, and I've got one here for you classic vehicle enthusiasts again. Well, I know how much you like them. As you can see, I'll zoom in here as the road is quite wide again at this point. What you're looking at here is a 1969 Morris Minor Traveller. What a tidy little number that really is. We're back on the rear camera as you can tell, and I think this clip is pretty self-explanatory. Anyway, we're back to the front camera now. I want to give you a bit of value here. You've got 2 for 1 in this clip, and they're both red light runners. As you can see, we've got a set of red traffic lights at the moment, but when they turn green, watch these two. Right, the first one out of the gate is this white one. And like I said before, it's 2 for 1 with this clip, and there goes number 2. You two definitely didn't go through a green light. Now, We're going to stay with this clip now because I'm going to have a moan about the great British workforce yet again. Now shortly you're going to see freshly painted lines, right down the middle of the road, and also freshly painted arrows as well at the next set of traffic lights when we go round into Sainsbury's. But look at the state of the road. As you can see, they've been hard at it with their little tins of paint putting these arrows in, and same with the lines as well. But as we drive over, the quality of the road is still exactly the same. So if they ever get round to resurfacing the road, they're going to have to completely repaint it anyway. One absolutely waste of time. Yep, the good old British workforce. You've got to love them. Been out with their little pots of paint, painting brand new lines, but yet they haven't bothered resurfacing the road. We're on Hollycroft Hill in this clip, and just on the left hand side coming up is Factory Road. There are give-way markings there as well for traffic coming off of Factory Road, but of course that doesn't mean anything to some people. And although you can't see it on the camera, they weren't even looking in this direction that I was coming from. And of course you've got the white van in front who changes his mind at the last second and goes into the other lane. In this clip, we're on the Ashby Road in Hinckley, and now we're coming up to the traffic lights with Normandy Way. Now we're going to see a bit of a clusterfuck of a situation here, probably down to poor forward planning on just about everybody's part involved. Now I'm just going to zoom in here because we are still a fair bit away and the camera don't really pick it up well. But as you can see, our traffic lights are already on green, so we can go. But we've got this lorry here with a shed on. Well, he's already gone and he'd already gone over the white line while their lights were on green, so we can forgive him. But now we're looking at this one here. Now he goes straight through. He's gone through a red light. There's no mistake in that. So therefore everybody has to wait. And then we've also got this white car here as well. He also got caught in the middle. Ooh. Was a bit of confusion there, didn't it? Then we have these two here who've both gone over the white line, but to be fair to them, they didn't attempt to go through when their lights had gone to red, and they're not really hindering any traffic on the main road either, so you can't really moan at them for that. In this clip, I'm going to be moaning about pedestrians now, well, just for a change. And we're looking at these two just here, just crossing the road, right? But yeah, just up there, up ahead of us, we've got traffic lights, and they also have pedestrian crossing lights as well. So why cross here when you could have just gone up the road there, And this ain't going to be the last time we see them either. Yeah, what a place to cross the road, just there. Now, do you remember I said this ain't going to be the last time we see them? You're going to see them now just come on the left-hand side. So it wouldn't have been any hardship whatsoever to have just come down here and cross at these lights like normal people would have done. I'm all in favour of looking after pedestrians, but they do need to take responsibility for themselves too. In this clip, we're just coming through the village of PAILTON near Rugby, and we've got some of the local gang members coming up on the left hand side. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Yep, please feel free to put down "why did the chicken cross the road" jokes down in the comments. Christ. And that horn was the car behind me. Now, I don't know if he was actually papping at me or papping at the chickens, I'm not sure. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Personally for me, I don't think there was any need to use the horn there, because at the end of the day, I didn't need to use the horn, and you might send them all scattering in all directions. Did the chicken cross the road? In this clip, we're on the B4109 coming through Burbage, heading back into Hinckley, and we've got a cyclist with no lights on. I'm sure you can just make him out there. That's old Bob there heading back from the King's Head. Oh, and I am taking the P there, by the way, as well. But we still got to give them the 1.5 metres. But anyway, after that little outburst, that's all we've got time for this week. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care for now, and above all, be safe out there.